What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tyler. The truck is the Sandworm, and today we're actually doing an introduction to the channel. So let me introduce you to Sandstorm. So this is my brand new 2025 Ford Bronco Outer Banks. And before you guys ask, the Canyon is still on the channel. We're still gonna have Sandworm Saturdays. We're just gonna add Ford Fridays to that. So every week we'll have a Bronco video and a Sandworm video. Plus I'll keep up the product reviews. You guys don't seem to like the product reviews as much as the vehicle stuff, but we'll keep that going anyways, just for the ones that do watch those. But anyways, I'd like to welcome my 2025 Ford Bronco to the channel. This is the Outer Banks trim. And before you guys ask why I didn't get one of the bigger off-road trims, it was just due to the budget constraints I gave myself on this project. I wanted to make sure I still had extra money after the payment to actually buy parts and build this just like I did with the Canyon. And honestly, with the Outer Banks, this is going to give me a good comparison to the Canyon, because like the Canyon, this does not have lockers on it. This does have 4 low, so that's an advantage. And one thing I found weird is this has 4 low, but it doesn't have 4 auto. The Canyon has 4 auto, but doesn't have 4 low. So that's going to be a little odd. That was just odd to me. But anyways, this is a little bit of a nicer package than my Canyon. My Canyon, as you know, is the elevation trim. It came with cloth seats. It didn't have the heated seats or anything like that, even though there is an option to get the heated seats in a leather type material in the Canyon elevation trim. But with this, it comes with the leather seats, the heated steering wheel, 360-degree camera. So on the trails, this front camera will turn on and I'll be able to see the terrain in front of me. And I can actually control the side mirrors and see the side mirrors as well. There are no underbody cameras on this. I'm not sure if that's a package on these Broncos or not, like it is on the Canyons. I'm not 100% sure. But still, nonetheless, it has, you know, more cameras than what my Canyon has, because my Canyon only has the reverse camera. So that's cool. And honestly, I went and picked out the color, picked out the engine, you know, picked something within my budget, and I didn't even know what packages this came with until after the fact. So I got home and was looking through it. This has the upgraded 12-speaker sound system that Ford offers, the leather seats, the heated seats, steering wheel, the adaptive cruise control, the 360-degree cameras, and the hard top, I believe, was an option as well, because I think these come standard with the soft top, which is nice because the hard top is way better. But the only thing I'm nervous about in the future is when I replace this bumper, because this is the plastic bumper, is removing the sensor and moving it. I know that's a thing, but I'm super excited for this. And check this out. So you know my Canyon, I named it Desert Sandworm because the paint is desert sand metallic. So I named this Sandstorm because this paint is desert sand. It's not metallic, but it's desert sand. So almost the same exact name. The colors are slightly different. This is a little bit lighter shade of the desert sand color than the Canyon, but they match perfectly together. Super excited for the future of this build. And honestly, it's surprising with like how these Broncos are. I've never really looked at one of these up close until I purchased this one. And you know, I really wanted an SUV on the channel to off-road and just kind of do a different type of build. So I'm super excited about this. Like, you walk around this, and even up above the windshield, you've got points that say accessory ready. The tailgate, there's points that say accessory ready. This thing is ready to be built on. Even in the fender liners, it says lift me baby in it. And then I'm pretty sure somewhere in the airbox it says no debris allowed or something along those lines. So that's super exciting. But anyways, I know you guys kind of want to see a little walk around, so let me grab the camera and I'll show you the interior and close-ups of the exterior. Okay, so I know it's kind of hard to tell on camera, especially because I don't have the Canyon in here with me, but you can kind of see the desert tan color. It closely, under certain lights, it closely resembles that azure gray, or however you pronounce that. But super cool. Definitely gonna have to like black out these badges, I think. Already got my sticker on there, but super excited for this stuff. So let's hop up in here. So with the 2025s, one thing they changed is you get a full digital dash instead of the 2024s, and lower just had half the digital dash and then an analog dash on the side. So we've got the whole digital dash in there. I don't know, I think the radio is the same size across the board though. All the controls, good to see physical controls still, even with the big touch screen. The steering wheel is nice. Pretty much kind of a similar shift mode to the Canyon. This threw me off a little bit, took some time to get used to having the controls here. I mean, that's just due to the doors coming off and the mirrors. One good thing about this benefit over a Jeep is you can keep your mirrors when you take the doors off, because they're attached to the hood. And then I am excited for this. Back seats folding down, way more space for the dogs. Don't mind the dirt. We already took this off-road a little bit, but you fold those seats down, way more space for my dogs, way taller, even compared to the Forester, way more space. And I like how they thought of everything. So when you take the roof off, you want to plug all the electrical wires here in this drain hose, and it mounts right here for storage, which is cool. And then this does have the 12 speaker system, like I said, so you've got the subwoofer in there. You've got speakers mounted up here, and it's a super good system. So as I was saying, I did take this off-road a little bit, which surprised me, because if you guys have seen my videos, you know I like to go out to Keystone Lake when I get a new part on the Canyon, just to kind of have a baseline tester to see, like, when I got my new suspension, see how it compared to the stock suspension. So actually took that out there last Sunday, and surprisingly on sand, I don't know if it's the computer system's different, I don't know if it's the four-wheel drive system, I don't know what it is. This thing, as it sits stock, did way better than my built Canyon did on the sand, and even on the hill that I tested. Like, it ate that stuff up. Like, it just crawled right up it. I was super impressed with this Bronco. Honestly, I got goosebumps when I was crawling up that hill, because it just made it like easy work. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It just did it. I will say how it sits stock, and I know my truck is lifted, but the suspension didn't change the ride quality of the truck very much. But this drives way smoother than the truck. I don't know how it'll drive once we lift it and put bigger tires on it, but right now it drives smoother than the truck. The steering feels sportier than the truck. It's tighter. The truck has more of like I kind of describe it as like a luxury feel, comfort steering, where you can, turn it really easy. This is more of a sport feel, which I like the sport feel. And yeah, this thing is awesome. I'm super excited to see how this comes about. But anyways, I also want to thank Bill Knight Ford for helping me out with this. If you guys didn't know it, or if you've been following my Instagram, you know that with this Bronco, we've also added Bill Knight Ford in Tulsa, and they have a location in Stillwater and Bartlesville as well. But we added Bill Knight Ford as a partner and sponsor of the channel, and so we'll be doing events with them and things like that. So keep an eye out for in the future for those events, because I'm super excited for that. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless half the time I talk about it, because honestly, it's awesome to work with those guys. They're super nice, super great, and it's gonna be a fun build on this, I can say. But anyways, make sure you guys keep an eye out for videos on this. Remember, we'll still have Sandworm Saturdays. We'll have a video out This video will be on Friday. We'll have a video out for the Sandworm on Saturday, so we'll have both. So you Canyon guys that have followed me from day one, I appreciate your support. Still have the Canyon, still working on the Canyon, still building it, so don't worry, it's not going anywhere. And for you guys that come to the channel just because you like the camping and off-road vehicles, I also appreciate your support, and we're just adding another vehicle. We'll be taking this one out camping as well. I don't know about roof racks and stuff, just because I like that the top can come off, so we'll have to find a solution for that. But super excited to see how this goes. So anyways, I'm rambling on. Drop some questions below so that I can go over a detailed video of this Bronco and actually show you the ins and outs, like the screen and stuff. So drop some questions, some things you want answered, and yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.